On this episode of Infowars News with Irwin Schiff says repealing Second Amendment is worth considering. Irwin Schiff passes away, and band students get suspended over Russia's fruit basket. That and a lot more, so stay tuned. For the week of October the 26th, 2015, this is first article here, and this is an article written by Kit Daniels. It was also red-linked on Infowars.com. The title is called Hillary Clinton, Nationwide Gun Ban, Repealing of Second Amendment, Worth Considering. Hillary Clinton said that it's worth considering a nationwide gun ban and a buyback program to eradicate private gun ownership. As Alex Jones said Sunday, they are making their move and they're coming for the guns. The presidential candidate attacked the Second Amendment during an October 60 town hall meeting in which she was asked if she was feasible for the United States to confiscate millions of firearms in a year. Hillary said, Australia is a good example, Canada is good, and the UK is a good example. Why? Because a lot of them had mass killings. Australia had a huge mass killing about 20 or 25 years ago. Canada did as well, and so did the UK. In reaction, they passed much stricter gun laws. And people keep dying over that place anyway. Clinton also mentioned that several U.S. cities had done gun back programs, and it would be worth considering on a nation level. But she failed to mention that she supported shipping guns to Syrian rebels, the majority of whom are either ISIS militants or affiliated with the Islamic State, which is kind of the same thing. In fact, the biggest cheerleader for redistributing the arms in the Syrian rebels was presidential candidate said President Rand Paul on Fox News in July. The reason this is an important issue in many of these people who receive the arms are not friends of America. And basically, I have to agree. I just said it right there. They're coming. They're making a move. They are coming. Obama actually said it too. And with another shooting on the horizon, basically they may just come out of the gun to kick off a civil war. Basically, they need to disarm this country. This is the last place they have not disarmed the public, as of yet. Because basically, and I've said it again before, less guns means more crime. More crime, and vice versa. So basically, we need all people on deck for this one. They are coming. They're not gonna stop. Anyway, here's an article written by, Peter Schiff himself. The title is called Irwin Schiff Passes Away. Patriot had a long life affair with nation's founding principles. And when I heard this Monday, I kind of almost felt sad right then and there. But anyway, this is after a eulogy from his son Peter Schiff. My father, Irwin A. Schiff, was born on February 28th, and the eighth child of only a son of Jewish immigrants who had crossed the Atlantic 25 years earlier in search of freedom. As a result of their hope and courage, my father was fortunate to have been born into the freest nation in the history of the world, but he passed away on October the 16th, 2015 at the age of 87. Political prisoner of that same nation, legally blind and shackled to a hospital bed in guarded in a guarded room in intensive care. The free nation he was born into had itself died years earlier. And it goes on to say about what he's done in 1976 in the free market economics, limited government, and stricter interpretations of the Constitution. He led to write his first book, The Big Con: How Government is Fleecing You, a blistering indictment of the New York Post's expansion of the government in the United States. The book achieved acclaims in the mainstream conservative world, receiving a stellar review in the Washington Journal, among other mainstream publications. But my father was most known for his strong opposition to the federal tax. I mean, I'm not gonna read any more, but the government let him die there at the pivotal pin, and the government got their wish. When I first heard about Peter Schiff's father, basically, technically speaking, he was a real patriot, and even Alex Jones has something to say about it. Here's the clip.
But he couldn't do it. He said, my dad's dying right now. He's, quote, passing over to the other side right now. And I didn't want to obviously say, hey, pray for Irwin Schiff, because that was a private matter at that time. He did die a few hours later. And then, of course, his son put out a eulogy, a good article yesterday. Irwin Schiff passes away. Patriot, had lifelong affair with our nation's founding principles. And I knew Irwin Schiff pretty good. Worked with him to get a show on Genesis that got on over 100 stations. He was based out of Las Vegas. They put him in prison for his book. The judge said it was national news. It was in the Las Vegas Review-Journal and Wall Street Journal. And Forbes even said it was political prisoner, and said, stop publishing this book saying the income tax is a fraud. We're going to put you in jail. They put him in jail for 15 years. His sentence had about a year left. He died of cancer on Friday. And I went to dinner with him more than 10 times, had him on my show countless times. Yeah, of course, hadn't been on for over 13, 14 years. He's been in federal prison. And they put him in one where he couldn't even see his family. And then the computer recognizes your voice print. His voice was so bad the last few months, he couldn't even talk to family over the phone. Prison didn't care, wouldn't let him talk to him. But his son tried to get there, for when he died. I don't want to get off into the whole Israel thing, but I saw a minority of the comments on Infowars, saying, why didn't this rat Jew ever speak about the New World Order?
Anyway, we lost a good man. A very good man indeed. Hope that others like him step up to the challenge. We have truly lost one of our best guys out there. But enough about that. Here's the last article of the day here, and it is an article written by Adon Salazar. The title is called "Ban Students Suspended Over Racist Fruitcake Gifts." Underneath it says, school deems watermelon, coconut, and pineapple. Watermelon, coconut, and gum racially intensive. Folks, we really are in a lot of trouble. And here's a video if you want to watch it too. Several students at a high school who in North Texas has been suspended over what assumed is claimed to be a racially charged gift given to racially members of a competing band. On Friday, members of the Acosta High School marching band exchanged gifts with the Summer Creek High School band members prior to the night's football game. The gift contained candy and fruits and a few such as a small watermelon, coconut, pineapple, and watermelon gum, and was packaged in a plastic decorated Halloween jack-o'-lantern. The gift was supposed to encourage good sportsmanship, reports ABC affiliate KTRK. but an investigation by the school's district administrator deemed the gift to be racist. And it is a tradition for school representatives for competing schools to exchange gifts on the field at varsity games, the district wrote in a statement. Today, the school administration conducted an investigation after concluding the totality of the circumstances deemed the gift was inappropriate and lack of good sportsmanship. Akoska High School will not tolerate racial insensitivity. I mean, what the hell? Seriously? Folks, for all those who think this is a joke, it's not. We are in a lot of trouble. Do you get what I'm saying here? I mean, just look at Paul Watson's tweet now. I mean, you can see right there. We're in a lot of trouble. And for this school district, something needs to be done. There needs to be protests about this. I mean, everything now being deemed racist. We're being deemed racist. What are you going to do about it, folks? Well, that's all the articles I have for today. If you'd like to read more about these articles, please go to the list below or go to prisonplat.com or Infowars.com. There you can find hundreds of articles just like this one I have read for you today. This is the Infowars News Blitz. I'm Info Gundam, live from Film Region number 3. Please like, subscribe, and donate. Bye-bye.